biggest question regarding the new update is Hyperboost servers. In this video, I'm going to be covering everything you need to know as a beginner player and a player that's already playing the game. I'm going to explain in detail how the Hyperboost servers will work, how you guys will be leveling up. Should be you go into Hyperboost servers? Can you get hyper boosted? Even if you already have a character, everything will be answered. So let's just jump into it. Now, explaining Hyperboost servers, what is Hyperboost servers and how can you get access to them? Now, there'll be two ways to Hyperboost. Number one will be to join a Hyperboost server. What does that mean? It means to join a Hyperboost server, you need to make a new character. Right now, I have this character. This character cannot join the new Hyperboost servers. To make a Hyperboost character, you need to you go here, select character, and then when you select character, you click create a character, and then when the Hyperboost servers are out, there's going to be marked servers, which will be Hyperboost servers. These are normal servers that have already been out for many months, but Hyperboost servers will have their own mark, and to join that, you need to make a brand new character. You cannot transfer your character to a brand new Hyperboost servers, only for new players, starting fresh with absolutely nothing. That's how you join a Hyperboost server. So if you already have a character, doesn't matter if it's low geared or newbie or you started 2 weeks ago, you cannot join brand new Hyperboost servers unless you make a brand new character. That's the first Hyperboost thing. The second Hyperboost thing is Hyperboost for characters that are already playing the game. If you are playing the game, you already have a character, you started 3 weeks ago, or you played this game 10 months ago, and you still want to play on your character, but you want to catch up, do not worry. You still have the ability to catch up as long as you're below a certain threshold, which is going to be like 5k gear score. This will be released when Hyperboost comes out. You will be able to also use Hyperboost catch-up mechanics to catch up a little bit faster. Now, my recommendation is if you're below 5.5k gear score, you can check your gear score right now. Here's your gear score. If you're below 5k and 5k, even 6k, I'm going to be honest, and you don't have a heroic weapon or maxed out heroic weapon, you should start on the brand new Hyperboost servers. Now, why am I saying this? I would want more of you guys on my server, of course. There'll be more players for me to play with. There'll be more players for me to destroy in PvP. And it'll be more just players overall for the already established servers, right? So why am I telling you guys to start brand new? This is because it's extremely, even with the Hyperboost, you're still going to get smashed by most players that are already playing the game. The hardcore players or the players that have been playing this game since the start are around 7k gear score. Hyperboost will get you up to 6k, but to catch up the last 1,000 or more with the tier 3 is going to be a huge gap between you and a top player. So when people kept telling me in my last Hyperboost videos, Spid, you can still get Hyperboosted on normal servers. Yes, you can, but the gap between you and a player that be playing for a while is still massive. So when you start doing the new content, which there is a bunch of content going into the new update, it is new battlegrounds, it is new siege content, it's new PvP content. When you do this as a hyper boosted player in an already established server, you're going to get smashed, and that's the reality of it. You can come here and discuss with me about this, and you can come here and say, but I played this many months ago, I want to play my character. While I do understand it, if you want to have the full enjoyment of Hyperboost, you should start on a brand new server with a brand new account. Not only will everybody start from scratch, everybody will start from zero. You will also have a way better economy in the auction house. The auction house is completely ruined in the normal servers. The brand new servers, Hyperboost servers, will have their own auction house between the Hyperboost servers. So you won't find like insanely amount of arc boss weapons and stuff, and the economy will be much better. So if you guys are a player with low gear score, start on brand new servers. It is completely worth it, but you need to start brand new characters. So that's the main thing you guys need to know about this. And starting off will be way more fun too. You can start with your friends, start with guilds, start with new players, you know, start on working on the new weapon, which is the orb weapon. Many good things to come out from a Hyperboost server. Now, how will the Hyperboost server work? Now, while the Hyperboost server will help you catch up, it will give you a bunch of materials. you will still have to do the normal leveling process. The normal leveling process is your codex. So if you're a brand new player, you probably don't know what this is, but if you already play, you probably have an idea. The codex is these adventure quests that will be the main quest that you'll be playing through. Maybe there's a way that this will be sped up, but this will basically get you to max level. Now, by doing this, it's going to be pretty quick that you guys will be able to hit the max level, but by doing the codex and the normal stuff, you'll get additional materials and you'll get additional faster levels and more gear, because at the end of Hyper Boost, when the I think it's 3 weeks are over, you should be max tier 2 gear. So right now I'm sitting on tier 2 gear. Don't look at my heroic gear, but this is the tier 2 gear, and you will be able to get tier 2 gear and the materials needed for it by the end of Hyperboost and have it fully maxed out, just like my character is. The one things you guys won't have will be heroic weapons, because they won't unlock before 3 weeks into Hyperboost servers. Now, this is like the first thing. The second main important thing, and the way you will be catching up in Hyperboost, is through this right here. This is the Hyperboost Rapid Growth benefits. You will have this on the brand new Hyperboost servers. You will also have this on already established booster servers like mine, or not booster servers, but like old servers, depending on what your gear score is. If your gear score is low, you will be able to get these bonuses. Now, what is this and how does this work? This is a way for you to learn the game. So what this will do, step 1 will stay unlocked at the start, and then the more time that goes, step 2 will unlock, step 3, step 4, step 5 will unlock, and this is how you're going to get the catch-up mechanic, or the big catch-up mechanic. So how does this work? So this step 1 is Act 11, complete the wizard footsteps, complete Act 12, complete Act 13, complete Act 14. Now, what are these acts? This is the same thing I just showed you guys underneath the codex. There's going to be these acts that you have to complete, and when you complete these inside the codex, you'll start getting the Hyper Boost rewards, and these rewards are massive. This is runes. Runes is a specific attribute booster, which is your rune book. The higher your level on these runes are, the higher combat power you will get. So the game will basically help you and teach you to get to how to play the game while giving you the rewards. And this is just completing the acts, and then later on, here it is, reach level 55. Once you reach max level in the game, you get skill books. These skill books right here is how you will level up your skills. So these skills, you see they're epic level 5. To level them up, you need skill books. So the game will give it to you so you can max out the skills for your character. Now, this is stage 1 of it. Once you complete stage 1, you will get these rewards, and then step 2 will unlock. And when you see step 2, when step 2 unlocks, you will see that step 2 actually makes you learn the game much more than step 1. Step 1 was mainly leveling up. Once you level up, the game is going to teach you things. It's going to tell you join a guild or create a guild. So you will join a guild, buy items from the town general store. So the game is going to tell you, hey, you need to go and learn about the general store. So you will go to the general store right here, and you'll buy some items, and then you will clear your step 2. And then it will tell you about the Amatoi house. Start your Amatoi expedition. So you're going to be like, what is that? If you're a brand new player, you will go here, go to your Amatoi house, and it will teach you how to use your Amatoi. And that's basically how it keeps going. It's going to teach you to fish. It's going to teach you to cook. And you're going to keep getting insane amount of EXP here. You will see this item right here is Weapon Mastery EXP. Weapon Mastery EXP is basically one of the most important things to level up your combat power, but also make yourself stronger. In here, you will go to the level up, and you can level up the weapon that you want, put your EXP in it, and this way you will get insane amount of combat power. And then you just follow this thing. Every time it unlocks, it's going to unlock stage 3. Once it unlocks stage 3 here, you will see you start getting more and more rewards, even more runes, Mystic keys. It was going to teach you how to use Mystic keys. You buy them off the contract merchant. It's going to tell you to do the world dungeon. It's going to tell you to do what is this? Some exploration, more Amatoi expedition stuff, and then this is basically what is going to happen on the Hyper Boost. You're going to get these steps that you have to complete, and this is going to be the catch-up mechanic. By the end, I'm guessing this is going to last for like 2 or 3 weeks. By the end of step 5, you should be at 6,000 combat power. Step 1 will give you 4,000, and then this will slowly, step 2, step 3 will give you probably 5,000, and when by the time you're on step 5, you should be at 6k combat power. This is going to give you, let's see, how much is this? 10 million EXP right here. So this is going to give you insane amount of weapon EXP so you can catch up to the level. So this is basically going to be the whole hyper boost process while you are doing your dungeons and stuff. Next to this will basically help you catch up, giving you insane amount of combat power and levels on your masteries. So once you're done, you should be around 6k like I mentioned, and then you're going to start working on your heroic weapons when they unlock, and then you can of course compete in sieges, all that other stuff next to it, and start working on your tier 3 gear, because we are getting new content with new gear, so you will have to basically start leveling up next to everybody else. Now, as like I said, this will be possible in the normal servers, but you will never be able to actually catch up to players already playing, because heroic weapons is something that you cannot catch up on already established servers, because they're kind of gate kept or time gated weekly from heroic raids. So if you're playing on a brand new heroic servers, I'm sorry, brand new Hyperboost servers, your main priority after you're done and the heroic raids unlock is to start doing the heroic raid, because this is basically how you're gonna gain advantage on other players, because this is basically time gated. So that is how the Hyperboost servers will work. It's pretty straightforward. And if you guys want to watch like how to level up faster guides, there's a bunch of guides out there, but overall the leveling process will be pretty fast. You should be able to get max level in a few days, but the game will teach you everything that you need to know as a new player. We have server transfers, and you will have the server transfers also available most likely on Hyperboost servers. And this is extremely important, okay? Do not mess this up, because if you do, you're not going to have fun. You have something called server transfer ticket. With the server transfer ticket, you can actually change to a server. Right here, you click change to a server. Now, this is very important. If you're already playing on established servers, you cannot transfer to a Hyperboost server. If you're playing on Hyperboost servers, you can transfer to a normal server or a Hyperboost server. But if you transfer to a normal server, like a server I'm playing on, for example, you cannot go back to a Hyperboost server. So very careful. If you guys are transferring servers, you're in a brand new Hyperboost server, stay on Hyperboost or move to a Hyperboost server. Do not transfer to normal servers, because once you're in there, you cannot go back. And it's also very important to remember is eventually they are going to open the gates for Hyperboost players to come to normal servers. Most likely it's going to happen on an expansion in probably 3-4 months, when they introduce a new map, a new level cap, when they think that now it's a good idea to introduce the Hyperboost players back to normal servers, because that's the whole goal of the Hyperboost, is to make new players start the game, catch up, and eventually introduce them to the rest of the game once they feel like that you guys have caught up in time. So that's basically how it's going to work, so be careful around that. But that is all you basically have to know for the Hyperboost servers. That's basically how it's going to work. Just go to a brand new Hyperboost servers, or if you're already playing the game or you're coming back to the game, it's going to be a great way for you to start playing the game. Overall thoughts around the game itself is it's going to be a fun experience for people that are new and are looking for a new MMORPG to play, because right now there's not much, but it's not an update that is very wow, in my opinion. I think the game is lacking, the new update is lacking, there's no expansion and stuff, and I think it's going to be a lot of like money milking situation, but that's a topic for another day. But hopefully this help you guys out. Make sure you guys check out this video right here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.